bought a TV that was too expensive, and his wife was leaving him, so he murdered everybody.
No, so here it is. Here's what happened. So, Rachel was like cheating on him, and she got mad because he bought that TV. It was like too expensive, and she just got mad. She went to Norman, and then they cheated, and he got mad. Went on full caps rage, and just killed everybody.
All right. So there was Christmas things in here. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was old keys in there. Did I take the keys? Yes, I took the small key and tried to remember what it would unlock. There was old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown away yet. So I guess we just got a new divider wall last summer, so we created a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough.
Okay, I think you use those keys to go through that one door. That was also locked.
Like right next to me? Like right over here?
No, like go out. That's the exit.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Go back upstairs. It was that one door.
It was stuck, right, with the old-fashioned key?
Yeah.
This one? Alright, the grimy key I found in the basement key unlocked the door. Alright, what's in here? It looked like the room had been tossed around, the furniture was a mess, and did someone break in here? What is it? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I needed to take the crowbar? Yes. I lifted the heavy crowbar, and I appreciated his weight.
Don't Gordon Freeman on the door.
Gordon Morgan. You're a funny guy. Funny guy.
I know. My jokes are pretty funny.
Alright, so we go downstairs to the basement, right? And then we go through the drywall.
This is the end. This is the last boss fight room. Rachel's gonna be in there. Yep.
Let's do it. The crowbar I found would have been strong enough to break through it. That cheap wall. Did I break through the wall? Yes. Stop answering. We just go. Heave I swung the wall, smashed it all large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? This is it, dude. No turning back. There was no turning back.
It's the boss fight.
This is the boss. This is it. Don't look.
Don't look at what?
I don't know. What's down here? Don't look. There she was, a filthy looking pile of rags. Had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what was in it, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all the searching and all I've seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel?
What?
I get to decide? Yes or no? Yes, right? Let's just do yes.
I think it's yes.
Ah! Whoa!
What?
What the fuck is going on?
What?
Nothing to see here. I don't know. I thought I was gonna get fucking scared.
That was anticlimactic.
What the fuck? Whoa, where am I?
Oh, wait, look, we restarted.
No. Fuck. Did I?
What the heck?
Maybe I would use some of these Rachel's Travels book and find something place to go. Wait,
No,
what?
You woke up in a bed.
My wallet and all its contents intact. Either I dropped the stuff or someone else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store in the forest and the water tower was I at all those places before? Yes. I didn't see how I could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents.
Oh,
but what does that mean? Oh, so I get to figure out what happened.
This is confusing.
This is an old photo of the old man and his wife, I assumed. I found it in that house. I recalled those faded remains I found deep underneath his house. What had he done there? Well, what did he think? Was the man involved in this whole mess somehow? Yes, definitely. Those tunnels and those
VHS tape.
remains of his wife. He had an innocent... within a few broken pieces remained the mirror. I could see my face and how pale I'd grown weak. I couldn't bear to look again, so I didn't actually expect a reflection. I felt empty and drained.
He's just too ugly for the world.
You remember that SpongeBob thing? It was like, once upon a time, there was an ugly barnacle, and then everyone died.
Everyone died.
The reflection in the
Yeah.
grimy glass was only a shadow, a whisper.
Dude, this is like a mystery with a twist.
I still love the old-time charm of the old claw-footed bathtub, though it seemed to be cold comfort then. So I guess it's going through all the things I found out, I think, right?
I told you you should have looked at that VHS tape.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, I didn't know. I was scared. I just ran out.
God.
What is this? It was a keycard I found in the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through the floor. It seemed to me that there was probably Norman's, but if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Do you think? Yes. Who else would have been Norman? What were you gonna do back there? I had made up my mind. I had made up my mind. The laptop had finally run out of power. Well, good fucking job. Is he wearing a hat or is he really redheaded?
That's his hair. That's his hair. Why would he wear a hat?
I don't fucking know. It's fucking fucking white people. White people.
If that was a hat, it would be like a beret.
You know what? Look at this, guys. Bam! Shut the fuck up, Carlin.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Punched you, bro. Alright, what's in here? It's a safe. My old office safe sat on the floor. I used to keep tax records and other important documents in it. I used to digital passcode to lock. Did I try to open it? Yes. Fuck.
8-digit code? How are you supposed to know what it is?
No, that wasn't it. Damn, I couldn't remember.
Oh, I thought you opened it.
Yeah, I would've been crazy. I would've been like, dude, get me some lotto numbers right now. I leafed through the notebooks I had found in the forest, and the names that had been written down. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Those poor girls. Were they victims of the same person who had killed Rachel? I wondered what happened to the other names on the list, or the ones scratched out on the desk that in the wet tunnels.
Dude, we gotta figure out those numbers. Okay. So let's say every first
Dude.
letters of those words in the alphabet.
Dude, that is insane. I'm not gonna sit there and go through all 8 million, alright?
You gotta recall the past.
That is ridiculous. Alright, what is this? Still had no idea what was the tape I found in the
Told you.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. From now on, I had no way to get angry with stupid things bugging about from this TV. Fuck. Yeah, that's gonna bother me. Maybe I'll do it later. Who knows?
You won't do it later.
I'm not that lazy. It seemed that I had been all through there was. Maybe I thought I was able to go back to the basement. So, I'm just gonna go through the house before I go back. There would be no more dinners here. No more chit-chats over breakfast. At least not for us. Can I leave? I had locked the door. Blah, 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 blah. There was no reason to return to the backyard anyways. Am I locked in the room?
Yep.
Alright, let's check the other side real quick. What is it? The mail still sat there, happened to be on the floor. How long it had been? Alright, yeah. God damn it! Alright, let's see. That was it. That was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in the house one moment longer. Did I leave or to say goodbye to the nightmare forever? No, I didn't go to the basement yet. What do you think is in the basement?
Well, Rachel wasn't in there. I don't know.
Oh, what is this? It was the knife I found in the sewers. I left it here because I didn't want it near me anymore. Was it all my fault? Was I responsible for Rachel's death? If I was guilty, I could take this warm, safe place to do something about it. Did I pick up the knife?
Dude, he's gonna kill himself.
No. No. There was other means of dealing with this. I want to see what's in here. I couldn't go back into that room again. Alright, I guess I'm gonna leave. How the fuck? Wait, how the fuck did I end up in the basement all the way upstairs?
I think he just like looked under the sheets and like just passed out.
Alright, so I'm gonna leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever.
Yes.
Since I had arrived to this town, things had been difficult. Working in that plant, though, had been good for me. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours. At times, drinking was probably just a way to deal with it. It was almost as if I was trying to beat my brain in its own game. Things stopped making sense sometime after that, and my memories of what happened are still flux. But I know Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed terrible truths, but I know it was the final act of a long-standing horror I'd been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I had remained unconscious in that room forever. It was obvious to me that the man I had found in that house had something to do with all this. Could he have killed Rachel? It started to seem that there were too many things I had seen to think otherwise. I know Norman wasn't completely innocent in this. He was obviously going back to the factory, rooting in those lockers, but he had brought that poor guard I had found to the end. It certainly seemed so, but I also didn't want to believe it. I had to catch my breath to take it all in, but until the factory things had only gotten worse, but then I had seen something I wouldn't have expected. What do you think he saw? Rachel?
I don't know. I think it was Rachel, maybe.
Yeah. When I went to Norman's store... Oh, wait. Fuck. I thought it was the end of it. That was her perspective that all started to change. Norman was dead, but I had no idea what happened to him. Finding Rachel's things in his store, though, had made me an ultimate shock. I would have gotten no answers now, but that didn't stop my head from reeling with questions. But as painful as all that was, oh God, I couldn't bear to think about it again. After all I had done and seen, finally coming home was supposed to be the end of this entire ordeal. God help me, though. It was only the beginning. As I swung the door open and stepped into the air, I caught a scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife. Just the thought of her again, cold and hurt, shook me to the head to toe. What do I expect now? The answer, time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. The front lawn was soft and giving beneath my feet, and as I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, but rather I should run. My mouse was completely in the way, like for the whole time.
So what happened, is that it?
So he ran, like he did it. He found all the things. That was it.
That was so stupid.
Shut the fuck up. That was a good game. Alright, I think I'm gonna go back and figure it out. I guess there's obviously other endings, but before we go, I am going to play some awesome thingies here. So let's play, where's the... We finished! And how about this one?
You don't even deserve that. You don't deserve
We finished! Alright, we beat the game, so home. Hope you guys enjoy it. Carlin's a douchebag. See? Yeah, I'm depressed. Because he's a douchebag. Anyways. Enough jokes. Ha 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 ha. You know, ha 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 ha. God, I'm so lame. Alright guys. I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching, and I will do some more. Maybe I'll do some home again, and I'll see you guys later. Share your story.